How y'all doing? Nah, y'all ain't ready for me. I said, how y'all doing? I'm not here to preach. I just need to teach y'all a lesson. In school, treat your teachers good because we could be a blessing. I'm the math teacher from the hood. Yeah, that's my confession. But even though I grew up broke, I always kept pressing. My message to you, get your mind right. School is way more than fresh clothes and having your shoes tight. You need to come in focused, ready to study with all your might. And if you need help, I know a few teachers that can change your life. And choose your friends wisely because everybody ain't about this life. See me? I adore kids with A's and B's that go home and study. Back in the day, you had to get honor roll to be my buddy. I ain't hang with dummies, word. I let them play checkers while I made chess moves. I was smooth, ready to consume the knowledge. I let them get high while I got ready to college. See, Hampton City school teachers, this is how we hold it down. You can ask the whole state, we the best around, pound for pound. Number one in every field. We're like Drake, the other cities is Meek Mills. But chill, I'm just getting warmed up. If you gonna be somebody, let me see you stand up. Now when I say stream, you say pride. Stream. Pride. Stream. Pride. Now when I say stream, you say pride. Stream. Pride. Stream. Pride. Go ahead, have a seat. I'm gonna take you for a ride. I like y'all. I like y'all. Like she said, my name is Vinnie. I grew up right here in Hampton, Virginia. 6 years old, rated North Phoebus townhouses. Woke up every day to play basketball. Didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Ups and downs. But I'm here to give you a message, an inspirational message, and I hope you'll receive it. I know a lot of kids, you don't like being taught that. You don't like being lectured. So I'm very interactive. And one of the big things that I believe in is listening skills. And I need to see how good your listening skills are. Actually, it's already pretty good right now. But I want you guys to count to 3 with me. This might not be easy because some people are leaders, some people are followers, right? You know, some people want to do whatever their friends do, but I need to see a leader. I need to see the person who doesn't care what they're doing next to them or behind them or in front of them. On the count of 3, matter of fact, all you guys count to 3 with me. And then I want to see if it can be completely silent and no one say anything. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Give it up for yourselves. Good. You see, that's the type of respect you give your teachers when you're in the classroom. I don't care if you have apathy, which means you don't care about the situation. You respect when someone is talking. Even if it's your friends, even if it's your peers at the same age as you, you don't overtalk someone, you don't have side conversations, you listen and receive the message. The next thing with listening also requires if you can listen, receive the message, and then action. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to teach you guys a hand clap. You're going to hear me say, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, hey. And then you're going to start clapping. The first clap goes like this. You listen? It goes clap, 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 clap. Y'all ready? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, hey. Wait a minute. That is not what I said. That is not what I said. Let me put my mic down. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Hey, clap, 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 clap. Good. Then here's the next part. The next part, it goes clap, 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 miss, clap. Ready to try it? 1, 2, 3, go. Clap, 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 miss, clap. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so we got to put both of them, listen. See how that happens? You're in the classroom, you're doing activities, you're doing stations, you're in science, you're in math. Everybody breaks out, and then the teacher comes back to the front, and you get quiet. It's real simple. So we'll put both of them together. Clap, 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 miss, clap. Y'all ready to party? On my key. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Hey. You know what? This is that teachable moment where I put it in the bag and we'll practice later. We'll move on. So, giving you this message today, I want to hit some points. And the first point that I'm going to hit is that life's about choices. So we're going to bring it down a notch to try to get serious. You guys are the future. And everything that happens after soon, we're going to be old and gray. We're going to leave on out, and we have you guys to fill our shoes. I was in the same boat as you. I was a student in Hampton trying to listen to someone's message, and then eventually I took the place of a teacher who retired. Life's about choices. You can choose right or you can choose wrong. But in order to do that, you have to decide to stand up for what you believe in. And it's not a hard thing today. You have friends that are going to pressure you to do certain things. How many of you can, and you don't have to answer it, but think about it, how many of you are willing to look your friend in the face and say, no, I'm not doing that? And I admire you for that, but not everyone is willing to do that. You have to choose to be cooperative. You have to choose to listen to your teachers, listen to your parents, listen to your hall monitors when they walk in the hallway, say no headphones, no cell phones. Of course, you can do whatever you want to do, but is that how you want to live your life, disobeying rules? Life's about choices. Always choose to be cooperative, because at the end of the day, someone's always watching. This is something that I had to learn, took me longer to learn, so I want to tell you now so you can be better than me. I didn't think that when I walked down the hallway that someone was always watching. For one, I used to think I was all that, so I'd be like, they can watch me if they want to, you know, that mindset. But that's not the mindset you want to have. If someone's always watching, you never know when you're going to need Miss Poole. You never know when you're going to need Miss Boyd. You never know when you're going to need Miss Savanshi. She's going to come back and you're going to need a job. And you're going to say, can you write me a letter of recommendation? She's going to remember the day when she was at the board teaching. Did she turn around, you were working and listening? Or were you playing and following behind your friends? The next thing is choosing your friends wisely. You have to choose friends who have the same mission and goals as you. Bad associations spoil useful habits. You might not think it, but everything you watch on TV, everything they say around, you ever hang around someone that had a real country accent? Next thing you know, you was talking like that? Or they from New York and you was talking, you know what I mean? Before I knew it was kind of developing inside of me. You know, sometimes I think our friends are who we are. And some people are real bold. You can be in a room with anybody and you can still stand up for yourself, but everyone's not like that. Choose friends that want to be somebody. Choose friends that have goals. The next thing about choices, and I'm going to tell you a story with this, is I want you to choose to be more than average. I want you to choose to stop settling with the C when you know you're capable of a B or an A because it's just good enough. Well, I did my homework, but how did you do it? Did you take pride in it? Did you look from left to right where the lines even? Did you check over your math homework? Choose to be more than average. Some of you are so smart. You're so intelligent. Your teacher looks you in the face and says, you can do better than that. And you say, I don't care. You should care. If you know that you can do better, then do just that. Do better. Don't do just enough. I'll tell you a story. It's one of my cousins, my family member. He went to school all the way in the Eastern Shore, Accomack County, across the bridge. He was in 9th grade. He finished Algebra 1, had a B or an A, good grade. I can't remember if it was B or an A, but it wasn't a C, D, or F. He was good at it. He went to his guidance office. They said, well, you don't need any more math. You don't need any more math, you're done, but you can take more math if you want. She said, I advise you, I recommend, I suggest it to you, but you don't have to. So it was his what? Choice. Exactly. He chose, even though he was good at math, to just stop. He was like, I'm not trying to go to college. At this current state in his mind, currently, how he felt at that moment, he didn't want to go to college. He didn't feel like he needed any more math. And he said what all other kids say. I'm not going to use math in my job. All jobs require math. I'm here to tell you. 10 years down the road, 10 years later, he calls me up. I'm the teacher that could provide him opportunity, but I'm his cousin. He said, what up, cuz? I said, hey. He said, I was looking over there on your side of the water, and I saw that I wanted to get into the apprentice school. You know, where you could work and make money and go to school at the same time. You guys heard of the apprentice school? Well, you can go online right now to get in the apprentice school. 4 things you need to have out of that list, and all of them require math and science. Algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, physics, chemistry, all those things he needed. But he stopped at algebra 1. So I started filling out his application. I said, man, you got this. He said, I don't think I can get in. I said, why? I said, what the last math you took? He said, algebra 1. I said, why didn't you keep going? He said, I just didn't feel like it at the time. But at his current state now, 10 years later, he actually wants to go to the apprentice school. You don't know what you're going to want to do 10 years from now. He could have kept going. Am I right? He could have reached his full potential, and he was smart. He would have easily got an A or a B in Algebra 2. And right now, he could be in the apprentice school, making money, providing for his family. And I love my cousin to death, but right now he has to work in a factory doing labor, and that's hard work. That's hard work. But I try to tell the kids, and I tell the kids in my classroom, if you can keep going, don't stop, because you never know when you're going to need it. Does that make sense? The next point I'm going to hit, and I have this paper because I don't want to miss anything. The next point I'm going to hit is find something that motivates you in life. Find something that drives you. And what I mean by that is all of us in here and your teachers, and I keep pointing them out because I admire the teachers I'm looking at. All of them in here went through some type of struggle, and they almost wanted to quit, just like you. But they said, nah. It was something behind them that said, they looked back and said, nah, I don't want to be there. I'm going to keep going. You understand what I'm saying? Here's my story. I wanted to get my mother out of Phoebus townhouses in Hampton, Virginia. I wanted to get my mother out of a low-income housing based on income, food stamp, all that. So I wanted to get her out of it. I wanted to be able to make groceries whenever, go buy groceries whenever I wanted to. 2 brothers right now, both of them incarcerated, both my brothers in jail. Have a father. When I was 18 years old, I had just gotten to college. He died in jail. This is a true story. Only person at home now is my mother. I had a choice. Go to college, get a good job, get a career, be passionate. Don't just stop. Don't just be average. Beat everybody so I can go back home and say, Mama, pack your bags. You coming with me. And guess where my mom's at right now? At home in the AC. Thank God, because I'm sweating. She is chilling. She is relaxing. But that's what motivated me. And one time I was in a college class so hard, and all the people around me were so smart. I said, man, I can't do this. But then I thought about my mother, so that motivated me. What is it that you have that will drive you to want to be somebody? Do you have a little brother or a little sister that looks up to you? Because you know that everything you do, they're watching, right? You want to go out and you go to college, you be a doctor or a lawyer, what do you think they're going to want to do? They're not going to say, I'm dropping out of high school. People are competitive. They're going to want to get further than you. Everybody know their little brother or sister wants to beat them. Am I right? What is it that drives you or motivates you? It might be a sport. It might be basketball, but my message for you with that is I played 4 years of high school basketball, 4 years of college basketball, but I had bad knees and a bad back and a bad neck. We can just keep going. I had to have an education. You have to have something to fall back on. If you would have asked me when I was 16, they said, where are you going to college to major in? I said, basketball. That was the one thing that drove me, though, and because I wanted to play so bad, I didn't stop school. That's okay. It made me go to school. I need you to start thinking right now and not later. And the last message I'm going to give you is don't quit so easily. Don't quit. I don't care what it is. I give you any situation. Don't drop your pencil and stop trying. It's the worst thing you could ever do. You don't have to be the most talented. I have plenty of kids that outwork people every day, but when they drop their pencil, I tell them to pick it back up. And the ones that never stop are the ones that eventually pass the SOL. And they're going to make some. You might not think that passing Algebra 1 can help you be somebody. Yes, it can. That's the first step to graduating high school. Then geometry, then Algebra 2. You keep going and you don't let anybody stop you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? If you understand, say yeah. Yeah. If you understand, say yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go into a poem now, which is a spoken word poem that I wrote personally. And it's entitled Detox. And I think about it, and the reason why I write it is because at that point in my life, I wanted to detox. You guys know what detox means? No. Somebody say it. Come here, young man. You said it? Who said it? What'd you say? Clean. Clean. To purify, to clean it out, to just get rid of all the other stuff. What are some things you think you would want to get rid of your life right now? Somebody tell me over here. Drama. Keep going. What are some things you want to eliminate to make you better? Give me one. Laziness. Right here in the middle, something you want to eliminate. Well, it's okay to have feelings. What do you mean? Negative feelings. You want to keep the positive thoughts in your head. I got your back. Over here. Promise. Hold one at a time. I feel the passion, though. It's okay.
Stress.
Stress. Right here.
Problems.
Problems.
Attitude.
Attitude. And now that you mean you want to have a good attitude. And you can work on that, something called self-reflection. And this poem is called Detox. Yesterday I learned a valuable lesson. I was all twisted up inside. Mixed emotions expressed by emojicons. I was trying to figure out my life. Had to flash back and remember where I came from. Or better yet, I was trying to remember what I had been through to get here. And for some reason, I knew that these silent thoughts would help me reaffirm my purpose, but my mind was discombobulated. I was blinded by all these images and quotes, videos online, and dirty jokes. I was trapped in my own mind like the egg and the yolk. See, yesterday, I could not focus. It was impossible for me to reach my goals. My ability to gain hold of what's really important was taken away by desires of the flesh. And every time I tried to find my strength and be my best, I kept getting distracted. Found myself scrolling down my timeline. Oh, he's fly. Oh, that's cute. Ooh, where he get a new boo? Man, this timeline is whack. I switched the app. I know they ain't under 15 talking about sausage. I tried to move on and get myself together because I really had things to do, but this video on repeat kept saying, good morning to you. See, these habitual tendencies were putting me in a box, but I started to feel like I needed a personal detox. I'm not saying that some days you can't play. Personally, I like to whip, and hit that nay-nay. But looking at other people's life online for hours won't get you a payday. Do something productive like become a better writer, read books. No, not Facebook. That actually requires very little brain activity. See, I've convinced myself, and I have to be right, that when people start deleting their own status because they don't get enough likes, their own personal joy is based off social affirmation. Prime example. I overheard a kid the other day say, yo, my Instagram be popping. They ain't on my level. Everything they post, I be jocking. So, you know me, I interrupted a conversation and said, sweetie, a long friend list just means that's more nosy people all up in your business. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but all those likes don't really mean they like you. After all, 50% of those followers will try to fight you. See, when I was a kid, it wasn't like this. I just had my ball, my dream, and a cipher, kick a few raps. And when I got home, I did normal stuff like take a nap. And then I would wake up, wash up, and get dressed. Hit the mall with my crew because we stay fresh. But then when I got home, I actually pulled out my books and studied for my test. And I didn't post everything online for the whole world to see. I felt real free because I didn't care about what other people thought of me. And just like you, my life was far from perfect. I lived next door to a couple of churches, but it was parties, drugs, and alcohol on the next street. I chose to stay away from sinful desires. Maybe because I saw my mom working hard all day, low paid, coming home tired. But I said no. My environment will not control me. So instead of weed and alcohol, I let out my stress with rhymes. It was like being in the middle of this war, but still able to focus on the finish line. So if you have goals, if you have dreams, remember that the media is not really what it seems. In the present moment, you have to put in that work, and you might get tired. It might hurt. But if you don't choose school over the streets, you could easily be another RIP. You want to holler at me? I keep it real, no lies in between. Miss Vinnie, Hampton High, room 216. Thank you. Thank you. You are a very great audience, but we have parents, we have teachers, we have students in here. I want to open it up now for questions that you may have. Do I teach freshmen? Yes, I teach freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors. It depends on what math you're going to. For example, when you come to high school, some people still haven't gotten out of Algebra 1, or they haven't taken it yet, so you can have a lot of freshmen taking Algebra 1. I teach those classes. Then you can have sophomores and juniors in geometry. I still have seniors that have been in my Algebra 1 class, so I teach all four. See. Yes, sir.
What college did you go to?
I went to Christopher Newport University. Christopher Newport University, and a little bit about that is that was a challenge for me. And the reason why I say that is because I was the minority. And some people run away from situations when there's no one there like them. But if you take the time to get to know people, I had just as good of a time as I would anywhere else. And by minority, I mean it was only 5% African American at CNU when I went there. That means when I was in my classroom, I was the only one like me there. And that didn't change a thing. Focus on my goals. CNU, played basketball all 4 years. Ms. Poole?
I know you've overcome a lot. The fact that you played basketball in college and you were very, very successful doing that. Can you talk to them about how you overcame some of the things you had to overcome in order to just make the team? You shared some stories with me about how you got to go to Hawaii and
awesome experience. I mean, being where I'm from, right there in North Phoebus townhouses, I really didn't get off of the East Coast at all. I mean, we would go to North Carolina, or we would go up, or we would go down. Didn't really get a chance to go anywhere, but by playing, getting involved in my school, that's what I call it. Not everybody's athlete, right? SCA, Math Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Chrome Club. These are things you get involved in that allow you to travel. Ms. Poole's talking about, by playing basketball, I was able to travel the entire world. And that was my first time getting on an airplane. I went to Hawaii. I was like, Hawaii? I was like starstruck just by playing basketball. And I was 4'11". Well, I still am, but I had so many knee injuries and so many people that looked at me and said, because I'm too short, I probably won't be able to play college basketball. I tore both of my knees used to pop out, and I have screws in them right now. So when I was a sophomore in high school, I had to go on homeschool for a couple of months, and I could not walk. I was in a wheelchair. I would lift myself up on the counter, cook my eggs and bacon, go back on the couch. My mother had to work. Once those knees repaired, they thought that I would be out of basketball a whole year. No, I told you I had goals. Went right back on the basketball court my junior year and made it in the Daily Press. My senior year, I had a scholarship to Virginia Union, which is Division II, and I could have got money. Yeah, and I got accepted to VCU. I was looking at D1 or D2. I tore my lateral meniscus, which is right here. It's a little on the side ligament. I tore it, a bucket handle tear. It took me out my whole senior year. I could have quit and said, forget it, I'm just not going to play basketball in college. I said, who can rehab me? I looked around. People want to help you. Sometimes you don't think they do, but there's someone. That's what your teachers and counselors and police officers are here for. They want to help you. Went to college, got in college, had bone spurs in my knees. I used to be walking, and then they would just pop like that, and I would try to disguise it. And the coach put me in the pool. I had to run, and then the doctor said, you can play some games you can't. By the time you're this age, the age I'm now, I would need a knee replacement. I just rehabbed it. Another person, the same person as a doctor, another doctor said, you'll be all right. Make all the muscles around your knees better, and you'll keep playing forever, and that's what I'm doing. If you're really focused on the goal, nothing can stop you. And if it does, it's okay to transition and change, but don't do, like I said, put the pencil down and quit forever. Questions? Yes?
Why did you decide to stay in your hometown and teach instead of going somewhere else?
That's a great question, because I get a lot of phone calls that come here, come there. No, I'm invested in the city of Hampton. I had kids that grew up just like you, and that was me. I'm invested in it. I want to see my city do better. I want to see them beat everybody so we can brag about it. And some people want to leave. They don't think they get enough. We actually have it very good here. You guys have iPads? Okay, well, I was working in Richmond with teachers who don't even have an iPad to teach their students, and you have iPads as the students. They're in another district. You guys are blessed. And I just want to keep pouring into the lives of the people in Hampton. I even bought my house in Hampton. And I walk outside in the neighborhood seeing how everybody's doing. Because if everybody leave, who's going to stay to help? I had to be brave enough to do it. That's what I feel. Yes, sir. Phoebus, Phoebus, rock the blue and gold, rock the blue and gold. Sorry, I just got a little passionate about that. See, we have pride in our city. We have a lot of pride. I'm teaching at Hampton now. It's kind of weird. You know, going into school, if you guys go to Phoebus, we crush crabs on game day on the way to the classroom. They're going to get me for this. They see this video. Yes. I'm 29. Yes, I can still play. Yes. I'm honest, I'm kind of not in the best shape. You probably will run around me, but I could probably hit a jumper in your face, something like that. Good questions. Make sure we can hear everybody's question. Yes. Say what? Do I want to rap for a living? Actually, I'd rather do some motivational rap and stuff with kids like you face to face and then go back into my classroom. I actually don't enjoy the lifestyle that rappers endure every day. I know that sounds like a mother preaching now, but the lifestyle that they live around the drugs, crime, and violence seems like the only thing that sells. It's not something I want to do. So I changed over to spoken word just for that point. I said, stop the beat. I want them to hear me. When I was 20, that's when I did it. At CNU, they gave me the opportunity. I said, stop the beat. I want them to hear my lyrics. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the beats and the hip hop, like the dance, but I don't want to be them. And that's the reason. It has to do with my morals. Yes? It's very weird. The crabs in the red, it's kind of, it's weird, but I love them. I love it now. Because now, like I told you, it's Hampton City Schools. We all want to do good together. That's what it's about. Yes? Say what? No.
What's the highest math?
Oh, I was a math major. When I went to Christopher Newport, I was taking biology, and I didn't do too good at that. See, when we talk about quitting, it's a difference between quitting and changing gears. You might find something that just doesn't work for you or not good for you, and you might say, maybe I'll try something different, and that's what I did. I went from biology to math, and they tried to convince me that I might not have been good at that because, once again, people like me didn't take math at CNU. They did sociology and criminal justice, I'm being honest, and I took math, so the highest math I got to, so many maths. Every class I took was math. So I had advanced algebra, advanced calculus, complex variables, ordinary differential equations. It was fun. I love numbers. Never, also on top of that, never not do something because you're afraid that you might not be good at it. You know, I had that problem for a while. I would not take advantage of opportunity because I was fearful of failing. And one day I just said, you know what? There's only two things that can happen. I'm either going to pass or I'm going to fail. I'm going to try it. And if I give it all I got, then I can handle failing. But at least I tried. So never be afraid. And you're going to get nervous. That's natural. You're going to have an interview. You're going to be nervous. I need you to walk through that door and take that interview. You take one more question? Yes, ma'am. The WNB, I'm not that good. I stuck with my strength, teaching you guys. Lisa Leslie, one of my favorites though. Cheryl Swoops. Thank you guys, you've been great. Thank you. Thank you.